Now we're moving on to the topographical map. Here you can really see the lay of the land. You can see where it's flat, where there are rivers, where there are valleys, where there are mountains. So starting even before the Golan Heights, if you go to the left of the Golan Heights, or to the north of the Golan Heights, we have Mount Hermon, which is twice as high as the Golan Heights. The Golan Heights goes up to around 1,000 meters above sea level. That's around 3,000 feet. And Mount Hermon goes over 2,000 meters. So that's over 6,000 feet. And Israel controls part of Mount Hermon and nearly all of the Golan Heights. And you can see it's really the eyes of the north. If you control the Hermon and the Golan Heights, you can really control a large portion of the country. And then we have the Galilee, you can see, which is also mountains, the Carmel, number 3, where Haifa is. And then we get into the flat area of the Jezreel Valley, which separates the Galilee, from the Shomron, Samaria. Separates 2 from 6, and then the plains of Sharon, 5, 7, the Jordan River Valley, 8, the coastal plain, 9, Gaza, which is off the map, 10, the lowlands. By the way, just below the number 10, do you see that stream and it says Ha'elah? Just below the number 10? Okay, so that is the river where David picked up the 5 stones with which he used against Goliath. Most of those blue squiggly lines, which look like rivers, are not actually rivers. The only one of those riverbeds which has water all the time is the one in between 5 and 8, called the Yarkon. That's a river that goes through northern Tel Aviv. The others are called wadis, W-A-D-I, or in Hebrew it's called a nachal. And a wadi or a nachal is a riverbed that only has water when it rains, which would be during the winter. During the rest of the year, it's pretty much bone dry. But when it rains, it fills up, and you can have flash floods, which can be very dangerous if you're not prepared. And every year, unfortunately, there are people who go down to the desert to see the flash floods and don't come back because they get swept away in them. And the flash floods really do appear in an instant.